Hello everyone, CaddywhumpusGamer here, bringing you another episode of Minecraft Awakening. Today's episode is going to be a couple of tips and tricks with different tools that you can use to make your life a little bit easier, and also some commands too. Alright, so in my EMC farm, when I was building that yesterday, I mentioned that if you have like a bunch of chests like this, if you want to access this without having to dig out to make room, you can shift left click on here and then tell it the upper one, and then you can set everything. Well, what I just found out is if you've got a bunch of these, let's see, we're going to set this to input. Alright, if you got a bunch of these, like different chests and stuff, and you're setting up a bunch of conduits, that there is something you can do to make your life so much easier. Alright, one of my viewers, Tonda Cavi, mentioned something. He said if you're doing a bunch of them, try out the Conduit Probe. And I was like, Conduit Probe? I thought if I used a B, that'd be better. Alright, I was like, the Conduit Probe, I always thought that was used for like measuring how much RF is going through a cable. And then like I Googled it. Alright, we're going to have to make a display screen. I Googled it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? All these years, I've been playing and using Ender.io, and I never knew this. You hold Shift, and it says, in probe mode, R-click on a conduit to display details about its network. In copy/paste mode, Shift right-click to copy a conduit bundle connection settings, or right-click to paste them. Alright? I was like, are you kidding me? So basically, we can access one of these. Alright, it's in extract mode. We're going to set it to always active like this. So now this is going to start pulling snowballs and throwing them in the end chest. Now, instead of me going in 1, 2, 3, 3 clicks on this one, 3 on this one, 3 on this one, I can just shift right click on here. And it says, oops, hang on. Shift scroll wheel. This is copy mode. Alright, now shift right click like this. It says copied conduit settings. Now I can just, if you look in here, they're in here, nothing's happening. Now if I right click, it'll automatically load the settings in. So I can just go like this and like this, and these chests will empty out. And thank you, Tonda Cavi, so much for that. Like, I don't know how many hours I would have wasted going in and manually, right clicking, 3 clicks to extract always. Like, the amount of time you saved me is like amazing, and I feel like such a beginner for not knowing how to use that thing. All right, let me sleep real quick. So it just goes to show you, no matter how long you've been playing Minecraft, there's probably stuff you don't know. All right, so one of the other things, let's see, I showed you the shift clicking with the wrench, I showed you the conduit probes. Now, one of the other things that will make your life easier is, like, I had 2 picks. Like, I've got a smelting one like this. All right, and let me grab my other one. Let's see, oops. Why does that not, why all of a sudden do I not have items in there? Interesting. Did I somehow empty out that pouch? Hang on a second. I know it's this one. So I had soul binding on these pouches, and it was really annoying me because you can't even read the colors, and they're annoying, and they're flashing all the time. All right, so let me grab my pick. Now, when I have a pick, I always have a hard time remembering what is what. All right, so this one is smelting, and this one is silk touch. All right, you can rename them, but it's kind of a pain. So what you might not know is, and shout out to Lucipo, Lucipo. He told me on Discord, he's like, oh yeah, you can do this. I'm like, oh, okay. So you hold an item in your hand and you go /color, then you do a space, you do that, and then let's see, this is going to be my red one. So we want what's called a hex code. You can Google these and just go hex code, whatever number. I will stick the hex codes for red, blue, yellow, green, black and like a little bit of grayish. For some reason, it doesn't want to do pure white. I'll post those in the video description. All right, but for red, it's FF0000, and if we hit enter, it will actually color my pickaxe red. All right, now my silk touch one. All right, I can do the same thing, but we're gonna go, let's see, FF00, and that's yellow. So I now have this yellow pick and I have a red pick. So it's a little bit easier to differentiate between like pickaxes and stuff. All right, and this one, is this my speed one? What's the speed on this? No, mining speed, this one, mining speed 95. This thing is insanely fast. All right, so it's a way to tell at a glance what your tools are. Like my sword, okay, like I don't really like the fact that it's like, you know, purple and green and whatever. So if I go color code, I remember this one. It's 000000 is black. So I can go like this, and I now have a black sword. All right, now you can just go, like say, oops. You can color over an existing one. So you can make them whatever color you want. If you don't like it, you can change it. So there's no worries with that. I also did the same thing with my ender pouches. This is my black one, which I store just random stuff that I might need along the way. That was before I did my wireless universal terminal. All right, this one here, this is my ME system pouch. Anything that goes in here goes into my ME system. Another interesting thing you can do with this, you can actually color snowballs. Unfortunately, when you throw them, they're still white, which is kind of annoying. But you can use this for, you know, like if I was to go, let's see, memory card. If I was going to make another one of these, all right, and let's say we go down here, and I energize this second node, and for some reason it's 198 also. So I'm not sure, I would hope they wouldn't cap at 198. That'd be kind of stupid. Okay, so if we shift right click, successfully saved settings. Now I can take this and I can go, let's see, what is green? Green is 00FF00. And I can do this. So now I can keep track of like what memory cards go to what just by using colors so that I remember. Now you can hover over it and it'll say Digiviz source, but I won't remember which one. Whereas if I color them, I might actually remember. And now I could come up here and I could go right click like this. All right, so there's like so many things you can use this for just learning stuff at a glance. I do also, like I said, Lucipo was the one who originally told me, and then today I was trying to do the codes, and I kept going like this. I was doing slash color, what was it, hex code, and then this, and then, you know, like the number. And I didn't realize, like, the way I should have written it when I did it was like this. So you replace this area here with the hex code. And it was iComputerFreak and iTubex that helped me figure out what I was doing wrong today so that I could actually do this episode. So shout out to both of them too. All right, let's see. What else did I want to cover in today's video? Oh, what are some other time-saving tips? I'm trying to remember. The bees, I did show this in another video. If you're doing bees and you've gotten up to making a repair talisman, those will actually heal your bees. You don't have to turn them into honey and then turn them back into the bees. Unfortunately, there is no way to automate, or at least not that I know of. I've tried everything I could think of to try and automate the apiary. Golems don't work. There's like some kind of dropper thing from Thaumcraft. Pipes don't work. Like, there's nothing I can find that will work. I don't think translocators work. Let's see, let's try that real quick. Where's my ME thing? Alright, oops, not there. We're going to need this and a chest, and we're going to have to kill that sheep. Get out of here. Oh, okay. You may live another day. I'm like 90% sure that translocators don't work either. Yeah, see, they don't work. For some reason, you can output from Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, but you can't input. So what's annoying is, like, these fish traps, I can automatically pump items out. And why? Oh, I unhooked this part of my ME system, so this whole time these things have not been fishing. Oh man, I need to fix that because I need green ones. So basically, I set these fish traps up so they auto extract, but I still have to manually grab the bait and go and fill those up. I wish there was a workaround. If anybody can figure out a workaround for automatically putting items into Pam's Harvest Craft, please let me know, because that will speed things up so much. All right, because one of the things I need these for, I'd like to fully automate these. If not, I'm going to have to make like a huge thing and just keep filling it with fish bait, because I need the green heartfish. You can get those from the water gardens. And what I did was, you put these water gardens down. In order to put them down on water, you will need to like put something down and then shift click onto the side of that block. Like, you know, a torch here or a torch on the edge of the land or whatever. In order to place them on water, you can't just right click on the water. You can also place these on grass. But what I've been doing is I've just been coming and breaking these up once in a while, and they spread. There is a limit to how many can be in like a 7x7 block area. So I just leave like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here, I think. And then, you know, I just come by and break them once in a while. I should actually do like a bigger thing of water and see if I can figure out how to get them to spread. Actually, one thing I had thought about doing was just putting one in the center and letting it spread out, and put, what are they called? Annihilation planes over top of it. So anytime one sprouts, it would automatically break it. You can actually get a Silk Touch annihilation plane, I believe. Let's see. It's called an ME Identity Annihilation Plane, which I believe these keep the block as it is, but I'm not positive. All right, let me throw these in here. Yeah, you can see out of breaking those gardens, I got 1 green heartfish, and we're going to need a bunch of those because you need those to make the green hearts. Let me turn off NEI. And you need the green hearts to make the green heart canisters, to make the healer, to make the resurrection stone from Draconic Evolution, in order to make Awakened Draconium. So yeah, we need quite a few of those. What are some other tips? Oh, here's a tip real quick. Once you've gotten into EMC, you can make an energy collector. I made an energy collector Mach 3. You put it next to an energy condenser Mach 2. You throw some cake in it, and then you make yourself a dozen of these. And these things basically eat cake. So what you do is you put a hopper that pulls the cakes out and puts them into an auto placer, which will place a cake on the ground. All right, this doesn't take any kind of redstone or anything, so it'll just automatically place, and then this will just give you unlimited mana. I mean, it takes a little bit of time. If I put all of these on the enchanted soil, it would go a lot faster, but I don't have enough of this stuff to spare. I actually need to take some time and make a bunch of those. I need a way to automate, let's see, seeds. Alright, it's overgrowth. I'll just look at it that way. Alright, overgrowth seeds. None of these have EMC values. This one is kind of a pain to make, the golden pasture seed, because you got to put a pasture seed in here and then you got to pour gold over it. But the problem is that if you make them so they auto extract and you don't shut the gold off, you're going to end up making blank plates. And then you're in trouble. So I got to figure out a way to automate these, because I need like probably hundreds of the enchanted soil, and I really don't care to just sit there and just hit spigots all day to turn them on and off. Actually, I guess I could run redstone and do a push button on a timer that like pulses like, you know, say every 20 seconds or something like that. I actually could do that. That would probably work. Alright, but I think that's it for the tips and tricks for today. Hopefully you learned something. And thank you again to my subscribers and viewers and everyone who helps out my channel. Oh, by the way, Google Analytics, it's been showing some weird numbers in like people like subscribing to my channel that are already subscribed, and then like, you know, my numbers are going up and down and stuff. So I don't know if Google's messing up. So if you think you're subscribed, double check and make sure, because YouTube might have like messed it up. All right, until next time, this is CaddywhumpusGamer signing off.